Have you used instant experience ad formats? Well, that's what we're talking about today in this episode of Online Confidential, where I take you behind the scenes of Secret Ad Manager business. So, instant experience ad formats. These have been a sleeping giant of the ad world, I think, and especially with the changes to iOS and the tracking that we're now losing, these are a great ad format to definitely test with your campaigns to see if that improves performance, if it improves tracking, and ultimately gets more leads and sales for your business. So, instant experience ad formats are a beautiful user experience. I really love them because we don't then have to worry about landing pages, load times. People can just tap on the ad and it pops up instantly. And considering about 98% of our ads are going to people on mobile devices, these are a beautiful feature to use. Okay, so as people tap, it just pops up. You can have great images of your products. You can have testimonials, whatever you want, you can have in an instant experience format. And you can use these formats for instant experiences in traffic campaigns, conversion campaigns, and reach campaigns, just to name a few. And they're the three that I would predominantly use them for. So you can use them for top of funnel ad campaigns with conversion campaigns. So conversion campaign that would be optimized for lead or complete registration or purchase. Then you have the instant experience format. People can tap on it. It's there like your registration page or your sales page. Then people would tap and then they would go over and opt in, or they would go over to a cart and check out and purchase. You can use them for traffic campaigns. So that'd be great for middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, where you're retargeting people. You want to get back in front of them. And again, it could be the sales page or whatever it is that you're wanting to promote to them. And then also reach campaigns, which again, great for retargeting, getting in front, middle of funnel and bottom of funnel. Now, how do you create an instant experience? If you haven't before, that's a great question for you. Well, you can create one ahead of time before you're even loading in your ads by going to your page and then going to your publishing tools. And then in publishing tools, you'll see at the time of recording, it's right at the bottom of the list for instant experience. So that's where you can go in and just start creating an instant experience form, and you can have it all created and saved so that when you go into Ads Manager to launch your ads, your template is already there. Otherwise, you can create it in Ads Manager. So you say you've created a conversion campaign, you get down to the ad set level, and there you will select collections as the ad format. Typically it defaults to a single image or video, so you'll just select collections. And then you'll see a destinations option, and that's where you will select an instant experience format. So you will either, if you've created a template over from your page settings, page and publishing tools, you'll see that template there. Otherwise, you can create one there in Ads Manager, and there's a number of templates that you can work from. You can load it up and then swap it around and change it. Formats are already there. You would just change out your images, your wording, etc. So that's where you actually create your instant experience format, your page as we say. Okay, so that's how you create it. Now, with our instant experiences, you can also create some custom audiences from it. So you can create a custom audience of people who have opened your instant experience, as well as creating a custom audience of people who have clicked a link from your instant experience. So you've got your ad and then people have clicked and they've opened your instant experience. It's like they've gone to the landing page. Okay, so whereas you may be losing some tracking of people going off of Facebook if they've opted out for the ATT, app tracking transparency prompt, if they're on their iPhones, iOS 14 plus, you'd be losing some of the tracking, okay? Whereas this way you're keeping them on Facebook, you can keep the tracking in place so you can create a custom audience of anyone who's opened it and then be retargeting that audience. Again, you can create a custom audience of people who have clicked any link on that instant experience. So again, you could be retargeting that audience. So as well as being able to create those custom audiences, in Ads Manager, there are a number of columns that you can bring in to see how your instant experience is performing. And there's 7 different options that you can select here, and they'll look at view time, percentage viewed, reach, impressions, clicks, and a number of other options. So you can pull those columns into your reporting in Ads Manager so you can get an even better understanding of how your instant experience may be performing. Now, what can you use these instant experience forms for? So, like I've mentioned earlier, a sales page. This is where I've created instant experiences for self-liquidating offers. There's low-end offers, $37 offers, where I have replicated the sales page over into an instant experience. It can take a bit of time to set one of these up for sure, but it's definitely worthwhile testing because we have seen some great results by using an instant experience sales page, okay, replicating it onto an instant experience. People will then open it up. We've got the button there that will then send people over to the checkout page, okay, it's where they can go and purchase. So sales pages. You may also want to test having a webinar in there. So people can tap, they'll open it up, and you can put the video from a webinar into your instant experience. And then also you can have some, bullet points, further information. Again, you could copy what's from the sales page that the webinar would typically be sending people over to. You could put some of that on the page, on the instant experience there as well. Give people a lot of great information that they can then, you can then retarget people who have clicked off, people who have opened it, etc. So that's a couple of ways that you can use instant experiences. Also to increase brand awareness, okay? Where people could come through. You may have a few different options. I've worked with a restaurant chain that we create an instant experience, and it was talking about their cocktails. So we had fabulous images of cocktails that people could see, the different images. They could swipe through and see all the different kind of cocktails and then be able to, go off and book a table. So there's a number of ways that you could create an instant experience, and I'd encourage you to use your imagination and think how you could use an instant experience. It could also be, like I said, here's a landing page where you might be wanting people to register for something. That's where you recreate it as an instant experience. People can read about it, click, and then they can go over to the next page and opt in. Okay, so they used to be able to be combined with lead forms. Unfortunately, they're not at the moment, but fingers crossed, Facebook may bring that back eventually, because that way we'll have that great experience of being able to have like a landing page that people can get more information about and hopefully show a higher intent, and then they can opt in directly on a lead form. So all that can happen directly on Facebook. So fingers crossed, Facebook will bring that back, because that was a super nice feature. But at the moment, you can create a fabulous looking instant experience that's going to look amazing when your ideal client opens it up and checks it out. And you can send them then over to whatever page you're wanting to send them to take that next action. You can retarget them. You can create those custom audiences. You can create lookalikes of those custom audiences, as well as setting up your Ads Manager reporting to see how long people are staying on your instant experience, how much of it they've watched, etc. So, have you used an instant experience? I'd love to know. So either comment here or send us an email at success@socialcharlie.com. Let us know if you've been using instant experience ads and what your experience has been. I'd love to know. So I'm Jody, and that's it for today. Look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.